Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. We'll get started in 7 minutes. Please hit the like button. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be starting in less than 5 minutes. Please take this moment to use the bathroom, grab some nachos, or hit the like button aggressively, please. Aggressively hit that like button. Some might even tell you to bump the Harrison on top of it. The more likes these videos get, the more we might do a pre-episode live stream every week. If you're on Facebook, I am sharing the live stream to Dave Neal's community. I encourage everyone to join that. Share it with your other friends. Would have been funny if they didn't let me into the community, though. Just a place for you guys to gripe about my shortcomings. 16 members in Dave Neal's community. Private group on Facebook. Thank you to Sarah for setting that up. I believe Sarah set that up, and I believe Cora, and please correct me if I'm wrong, set up the Discord. You guys are helping me out so much. I don't have the time for that. All right, Lauren Zima, Ari's Lauren, or Lauren Lane? Which one? Which one do you marry? Which one? No, I'm just kidding. Too many Laurens. We got to get a regulation on babies' names moving forward. Here it comes.
Something in the way that you looked up on me is telling me I should go. Yeah, I wish.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everybody. It's your guy, Dave Neal. Hello. How's everybody doing out there? I got the timer going. Okay? It goes off. East Coast time. When that hits 0, you got a show to watch. In the meantime, it's your boy Dave Neal here for a live chat. Just here to discuss all things Bachelor Nation. We've got week 2. Big week 2. Sorry, I lost the chat. Hold on a second. Trying to find that chat room. There it is. Hello, chat room. Oh, people want to know how Boone's doing. Boone's doing fine. Why would anyone ask how Boone's doing? Let me tell you something. Boone has been to hell and back, and he has come out stronger. A little slower. I took a photo. I knew people would ask how Boone's doing, so I took a photo right before we went live. This is my little stream setup, and that's the boy right there. That's where he is. Shaved belly. He actually scratched himself because he's not used to having no fur, so I feel like he went to, you know, babies, you got to put like little lobster's mitts on them so they don't cut, you know. He scratched himself kind of bad, but the scar, or the open wound, I should say, is right down the middle. Right, it's about 10 inches long. But thank you so much for everyone, and if you haven't been with me today for any of the other content, of course, Boone had to go and get emergency surgery Saturday night, and he survived, and he is thriving in recovery, and they sure know how to scare the hell out of you, dogs do, especially vets, because they had to call in an emergency surgeon. They weren't messing around when they said this was get him to the hospital as quick as you can. Luckily, it was 1 a.m. You know, Los Angeles, roads are horrible. 1 a.m., open highways. We got there safely. Boone could barely move. They picked him up. They brought him inside. Hours later, we found out that they didn't have to remove any of his stomach, which was the worry when a stomach flips, is that everything goes. You just have the circulation cut off. They did have to remove his spleen. And I have to say, he has very, very smelly farts, which I believe is due to the food they fed him. Janelle says, how did you come up with the name Boone? Well, that is my fiance Tasha. She is from Boone County, Kentucky. So she named him after Daniel Boone, from Boone County, Kentucky. Prayers for Boone. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And to everyone who donated today, you guys didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. We got several $100s in donations, and I'll read out who I got so far. There's a lot of names I haven't even compiled yet, but Annalisa, Jen Murphy, Teresa, Julie, Daniel, Sharon, Jessica, Sarai, G. Easty, Derek, Lindsay, Alona, and then there's some more that have come in. I haven't even compiled them all yet. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, we were talking in yesterday's private live stream that it was a expensive surprise. I'll say that much. We didn't flinch at the need to get the work done, but you live in an expensive city with the best vets. I have to say, we didn't want to go to West Hollywood. We don't live next to West Hollywood, but all the other vets were like, hey, we can't get him in. He needs to go to a vet now. Call this place. And they were like, oh, call this place. And they were like, call this place. 4th or 5th place we called. They got him right in. They told us it was a 15-hour wait, but of course this was an emergency, and they were able to have him on the operating bed, within an hour. Leslie says pet insurance is useful. Tell me that 3 days ago. I'm kidding. Thank you. Didn't have insurance. Pet insurance, it's like dental insurance. Sometimes it's useful and sometimes it's not. Would it have covered what we had to get done? Maybe. I don't know. Oh, Julia lives right next to Boone County, Kentucky. Do you have Skyline Chili where you live there, Julia P? Yeah, Susan says Boone must love the cool concrete floor. Absolutely. Let me tell you, that's a lot of people that don't maybe know Southern California. So people were like, you got an apartment with all concrete floor? And I was like, well, yeah, I mean, it gets hot out here. It's hot right now. I closed the door so Tasha doesn't have to hear me ranting, but I'm gonna have to open it because it is warm out here. Yeah, Julia, that's right. You don't think twice about it. Oz, there is pet insurance. He does not have that. Nancy says, you're so lucky that he is alive. My lab died when his stomach flipped a decade ago. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Nancy. Yeah, it's one of those things. If you ask around, I'm sure everyone knows somebody who this is. It's like if for humans, if you get a stroke, it's like you have minutes, to figure that out. Luckily we were awake to know that there was an issue, and Tasha saved his life. So yeah, he's relaxing. Hey, Boone, get out of there. Hold on. Hey, no. Tasha. This dog is so smart. He knew I started live streaming, so he started licking himself. We haven't put the cone on him because he's been very good about not licking himself. And the cone, he is so short that when he puts the cone on him, Tasha, he knew I was live streaming, so he started licking him. He literally moved away from me and started licking himself where I can't see him. So keep an eye on him. He can stay in here, but just, you want to say hi to everyone? All right, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, Tasha Murray Courtney with her. Let me just make this smaller here. Sorry, hold on a second. Feel free to say hi to everybody here.
Hi.
I'm telling them about you saved Boone's life, and I know a lot of people were in the Patreon live stream yesterday, so they already heard this all, but we're just happy. Oh, hold on a second. Sorry. Just talk for a second so I can figure this out.
Okay, I'll just...
Yeah, please, just filibuster.
I'll read some comments. Let's see. Takes a few minutes for the dog to open it. Yeah, I think he was chewing. So the vet's office, they obviously had to shave his whole belly, and they shaved all of his, wrists, too, for, IVs and stuff. So all of his little ankles are naked, and I think that's what he was chewing on. He can't really reach his belly stitches.
We have a Julia P. says she is from, because she asked about the name Boone, and I said it's from Boone County, Kentucky, and she's from, hold on a second, we're going to go up there. She grew up just over the river
in Cincy.
No, Kenton County.
Oh, wait, Kenton, yeah.
Oh,
who else? Who's from Cincy?
Well, I think that was the same person.
No, a different person
Okay,
said that.
well, I don't know. Someone else is from Cincy.
So we got a lot of people.
You see how southern she got? Oh, Kenton County. Oh, that's
how
home.
You say it, Kenton, babe.
Oh, Kenton County, home to Bofo. Kenton County. Yeah, we played you in the spring of '92. Kenton County. Oh, stop! I do declare.
Well,
I do declare.
Enjoy your all skyline for me.
Yes.
We miss
Extra
it.
cheese. So Tasha's going to be joining us for Tasha's Take, of course, which I actually, during my busy day, I wasn't able to fix
So I
anything.
still look like
I
a
was busy.
caveman.
Yes, I was busy getting my car attended to today, so I was unable to fix Tasha's graphic here. So please,
You got a lot of graphics on the screen right now.
I got a lot going on.
Can I?
Are you done?
Yeah, I got
All right,
stuff
so
to do.
Tasha's going to join me later on tonight for Tasha's Take, which Tasha, by the way, you didn't have ear monitors in, so this isn't your fault, but I was ridiculed for my lack of sound engineering. Everyone wanted you to have the nice microphone. Apparently, I had the levels off. Everyone's like, wow. It's like, you see me all I'm pulling levers, I'm hitting buttons, I'm singing the national anthem. Just give me a break.
I've told you 1,000 times every time we do our podcast that your voice is all the way.
Yeah, but here's what you do.
And mine
You'll be at
is
10 out of 10 right here, and then you'll just start trailing off, talk about Kenton County. Yeah, Kenton County, home of the skyline, the Bullfrogs. Ah, blah, blah. And I'm like, geez, I'm trying to pull the thing. So we're gonna dress up in our denim tonight.
tonight, denim
I think
night.
is tonight denim night, people. I think tonight's denim night. So we're gonna dress up in our denim for Tasha's fashion report. Let me see. You might have some questions here. Tasha, what products do you use? Oh, we had a few questions. Just please. We got a lot of ladies in the audience here. They want to know. Now just help me out here. What products do you use in your hair?
Oh boy, I really don't use a lot of products in my hair. I have been trying to follow the curly girl method. I don't know if you guys know anything about that or want to look it up, but you're basically supposed to like let your hair air dry and like a bunch of other stuff. So that's what I've been trying to do.
Do you want to show that little bonnet you wear? Tasha wears
I wear my hair in a silk bonnet when I sleep.
High
What?
maintenance.
And
I woke up with
a dry shampoo, and then if I have to curl my hair like I did today, then I just spray a little hairspray on it. So pretty low maintenance hair. Maybe some oil on the ends if it's kind of fuzzy.
Bethany right here says you're beautiful and glowing. That's
Hope
called
your
a
burn is
sunburn.
better.
That was a Saturday sunburn, Tasha.
My burn is much better this morning. It wasn't the first thing I felt when I woke up.
Megan's watching from Metro Detroit. Hey, Megan, buy us a home, please. I know they're cheaper than buying a super chat out here. Our buddy moved to Detroit and he's gobbling up homes. Please send us a 3-bedroom. Thank you. Susan says her great grandmother's from Paris, Kentucky.
Wow.
Well, you can't. Why do you have to steal Paris? What?
I'll sit on
Oh yeah. Oh, Tasha's bringing the stool in. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to your incredible donations last week, I was able to get Tasha a $29 stool, and there she is, folks. Tasha is joining us. Well, if you're going to join us, do you want to just take the other microphone? You're just going to join us with this microphone?
Yeah.
All right, we can make that work. So we have Laura's a Cincinnati transplant. Yeah, no one lives in Cincinnati. Everyone's from there, but no one lives there. Has Tasha ever been to the Derby?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep, mint juleps, absolutely. There was no sound. Okay, we got sound. Jess went to college in Kentucky. I'm sure. Yeah, they drink.
Which school?
Which school? Has he not made a video from the Jimmy Kimmel interview? I personally haven't. I don't think I did. There was Katie Thurston went on so many Media Blitz interviews last week, and no offense to her, she said the same thing on every interview. And I will say this. Right? We have to give credit where it's due. Katie was the first to text asking about Boone, and I hadn't even posted about it. So that was very sweet of her. We literally at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning, hours after his surgery, Katie had texted saying, "How's Boone? Is he okay?" You know, she's a cat mom, but I think she appreciates. She said because her cat Tommy's I think 12 years old, so they're similar age, and kind of at that age where they got to take care of things. So, by the way, the dog's gas. Any dog experts?
Yeah.
Does the spleen cause gas flatulence?
I mean, I'm assuming it's just everything working again after being not working.
So,
for a little
Julia
while.
from Canton? Julia from Canton says her Great Dane had his stomach tacked, so scared of bloat. Hoping we never go through that. My husband and I are treating to get an action plan ready just in case we have an emergency. Yeah, just make sure you understand what his body's like, If you feel like there's something off, it is. Trust yourself. We knew there was something off with Boone. Jen says, "Where's Tasha's stool?" She's got it now. Hollywood Noir dressed up 1920s for the Bachelorette tonight. Let's talk more about Greg Grippo since he's Jay Gatsby from The Great Gatsby.
Oh, my Cincinnati. Okay, Cincinnati and Kentucky people. Are Grippo's potato chips a regional thing? I'm not sure. Are they from everywhere? Or are they from just where we are? Because I grew up on Grippo's. Did you know Grippo's before
go on the black
I
thing and
introduced you to Grippo's?
I don't know. I didn't know Grippo's. Grippo's is Amazon package. Grippo's, there's some things like ice cream, potato chips. You just toss them to me. Just throw them right at me. Make it work. No, you got to toss it. Come on. Make it look like a fresh. We're in a studio. It's a live show. Whoa, there it is, folks. Grippo's barbecue sauce.
It's
barbecue seasoning.
Here, block your face.
There it is, folks. Grippo's gourmet barbecue spice. We're going to put this on some homemade potato chips. And that was $10 well spent for that moment. Thank you so much. I texted Greg Grippo and asked if he's part of the Grippo fortune. And he responded, or DM'd, I guess I shouldn't say. I don't know him. And he said he's not part of the Grippo fortune. So good to know. Anyway, I think we're about a minute behind. Name drop. Yes, name dropping Katie. That's all I've got. All I can do is name drop. I just name dropped Katie and Greg Grippo, not from the Grippos. Boy, I don't have much else going on. He's on a special diet after the surgery. No, actually he's not, but they did tell us, and maybe you should warn people with dogs about eating too fast. Like, maybe.
Yeah, if your dog gets super amped about food, which ours does, they did suggest, well, the vet's office did not suggest this, but the internet suggested smaller meals throughout the day instead of one big meal. And the vet's office said chicken and rice. They wanted him to have like something to like boost his appetite. So having a yummy thing like chicken would be good, but we already feed him homemade food, so we just do the salmon and rice like we usually do.
So Megan says she's a manager at a dog daycare. So yeah, we've actually been making him salmon, sweet potatoes, carrots, peas, and rice. That's we've been making that since before he got sick, which does make you wonder, like, should we change his diet up? But that's a nice soft food. That's human food. I don't think his
diet is what caused it. I think, it was just a fluke.
They're saying that it could have been the anesthesia that caused the bad gas. I don't know what Tasha's excuse is. Chinese food. No, you don't have gas. Emily says my boyfriend's dog farts a lot. She can't eat dog treats and a lot of regular dog food. Yeah, Boone. I mean, when I said what's funny is like the fart traveled so slowly that I was like, "Boo, the dog's farting." And she's like, "Oh, yeah, all right." And then like 20 seconds later, she's like, "Jeez, what?" I was like, "Yeah, I told you, it made its way over there. It's knocking on heaven's gate."
Ooh, it was smelly.
Yeah, it was smelly. Anyway, what's the thought leading into week 2? What do you think? What are you feeling?
I don't know. I don't feel anything. It's still too early in the game for me to have any opinions formed, so I'm just looking forward to getting to know each of these guys a little bit better.
There's been a lot of talk about not covering the men's fashion on your fashion report. Now, everyone loved your fashion report, but is men's even worth dissecting?
Listen, I would love... Yes, sulfur. Yes, it did. It smelled like rotten eggs, Emily.
We'll bottle it up next time, and we'll send it over to you.
Let us know if that's something we should be concerned about. No, I absolutely want to talk about the men's fashion. I just didn't notice any men's outfits stick out during that first night. Now, we did someone texted a picture of a person in like a rose-colored, like a pale rose-colored suit. But I didn't see that in the episode. Did you? You said you didn't see it, right?
He didn't. Yeah, that was I think that was the guy with the long hair, and they actually didn't cover him at all in the episode.
Yeah,
but we'll take a look.
If somebody had worn something like that really stood out, obviously I would have talked about it. But I just felt like the guys' suits kind of all looked just like regular suits. But yeah, I'm sure this episode, as things go on, we'll talk more about the men's fashion.
Well, this episode is going to be the down and dirty. It's going to be like a hoedown. Now, apologies.
The belt buckle.
Yeah,
one.
But apparently none of the men actually wore belt buckles.
Yeah, I saw a tweet where
should I get my bolo tie?
Bennett said not a single belt buckle in type, or something like. Somebody said not a single belt buckle in sight, and people said not all of us pack as well as Bennett.
Good old Bennett jokes. Yeah. Anyway, I can't. Do you understand what I have to deal with these pop-ups? I have a pop-up blocker on, and I just got a whole nother monitor, and my screen is inundated. People are like, well, how do you do it, Dave? I'm fending off. This is like This is like doing a recap if you have a tennis ball machine being shot at you nonstop. That's what this is like right now. I'm trying to find a photo. And look I got 4 different things going on over here.
Relax.
Anyway, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they celebrate cowboy culture without offending. Now, does that count as cultural appropriation? Cowboys, that's a culture.
I'll tell you what. I saw this preview photo, and I thought, wow, all these guys are way better looking than I remembered. Right? They just looked so
Did they get better looking?
manly. I don't know. They looked so manly.
wanna
I like
shout
to
out-
see them in their hats and their plaid.
Read Megan's shout out here.
Super chat. Boone
Oh,
recaps
I'm the wrong one.
vlogs. Boone recap vlogs, Patreon and fashion recap. Y'all
We have
are
a vlog.
awesome.
We have a
Thank you.
vlog going up. It's several weeks late, but it's for reasons out of our control, which is not really true. It's very much in our control. Can we blame the dog? No. This was weeks late beforehand, but we have our full house tour video dropping, I believe tomorrow. Call it tomorrow on the vlog channel. The vlog has made $1.72, which is 10% of this Greg's Grippo. I mean, not Greg's Grippo gourmet barbecue sauce.
Grippo's PR team is seriously failing if they have not sent Greg a big old box of their chips yet.
Seriously.
He could post that on his Instagram. Honey, it's bad for your teeth.
These things you really can't even open them.
Can you check in and make sure that sulfur smelling toot is not something to be concerned about?
What do you mean? Did someone say?
No, I'm wondering.
Well, I think it's just gonna wear off with. Hold on, folks. All right,
I'm outta here.
Yeah, you just get to leave when the going gets tough. I'm over here with Greg's Grippo barbecue stuff. The whole thing's going. 17 pop-ups. All right, Tasha. We'll see you later on. You're gonna wear your denim dress.
Maybe.
We're gonna
I'll wear
dress like
something denim.
Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears, circa 1999. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna be talking about Greg Grippo on the Patreon in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna let some more information come out, but looks like we're getting some information from the East Coast. And just to let you guys know, I'm not gonna report anything till I feel like it's substantiated, as you'd like to do. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see if this is America's hero or not. You know what I mean? There's been some articles written about him. All right, you good?
I was
You
just
done?
checking on the sulfur.
All right, we'll get it after. You can't. You're. This is how you gotta
Okay.
go. We're live TV.
I'm
We're live TV.
reading.
She's reading a book over here. All right, we didn't get the sulfur. Ladies and gentlemen, Tasha Marie Courtney. Everyone, let her hear it. All right, there we are. Okay, late to the party. Hello, Natalie. Good to see you again. Natalie joined us yesterday, of course. Let me just slide my script over here. So we got 39 minutes till the show begins, I believe, right? Yeah, I got a nice countdown there. I'm gonna play some voicemails. If anyone wants to call in, and you know what, I like to do this game. Let's get hyped up for the show tonight. Call in. Let me know what you think of the season. I'd love to know what sort of traditions you have. I don't know. Maybe you eat maybe get Chinese food, whatever. Let me know if there's any traditions or what you like to do over there. And there's the voicemail number, 401-213-9828. I'd love to have your call. Let's go to Sheriff. We'll start him off there, and I've got a couple lines open, so feel free to call and leave a voicemail. All right, Sheriff, you're up.
Hi, this is the Sheriff. I just wanted to say that I'm very sorry for what Boone went through and what you guys went through, and
Thank
I
you.
wish him a very speedy recovery. And I hope you guys are doing well. And it's Bachelor Monday, so it's a lot to look forward to. And hope you guys are well. Okay, bye.
My man, thank you so much. Yes, I will send you Boone hugs for sure. He's doing great now. He's sleeping. He's drugged up. We love to see it. All right. So Megan says the sulfur smell is normal, Tasha. Tasha is going to Google it. God forbid, Google. This was the one time when we Googled bloat that we were actually able to get an answer that helped us. Natalie says she bought a fridge and it didn't fit in your house. Oh my gosh, that sounds horrible. You picked it out. Who's at fault? Is Derek at fault there? Oh, this smells nice. Maybe we'll put some barbecue spice on our veggies. Is that like a good idea? Tasha, would that be a good idea if we put some barbecue spice on some veggies? Boy, you can tell we're on a diet here when I'm trying to spice up the diet with some barbecue spices. All right, folks. Okay, let's see what we got for voicemails here. Let's go here. All right, let's see who this is. Next voicemail. Feel free to call in right there. Leave a voicemail. It's a little pre-party. We're hanging out. We're chilling. Let's go.
Wow, Dave. It has been a while since I have left a voicemail.
I know, we've missed you.
It's Avery from New York, and I don't know. I felt that I needed to say something. I also haven't been very on YouTube lately. Been super, super busy, but I'm back now. Anyway, I was watching the Republican Democratic video that you made earlier today before your live stream, and I got up to the part about, I believe it was the one after Connor. I don't know. The guy who was talking about like purity culture. And the way you're describing it, it made me think a lot about how Luke P was.
Yeah.
And
oh, sorry, I lost you there. Talking about purity culture. And I'm sorry, I paused you accidentally, but I'll just say this before I get back to you. If you didn't watch my video earlier, talking about purity culture and Mikey's a 31-year-old virgin and how that's going to come into place. We don't know much about it. I don't know what he's said, what he's going to say in the show, but apparently there was some information out there about his reasoning for staying a virgin, which, you got to respect people that want to do whatever they want with their body. It's just a matter of like, is that because you're indoctrinated or are those your beliefs? Do you feel shame around sex, these types of issues,
I wanted to get your opinion just by the vibes of night one. If you think that this guy, who I cannot remember his name, will be similar or have similar minded like vibes, if you will, as Luke did with Hannah. The vibe I already got is that I feel like he is going to be a nicer person, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Maybe he'll be on the group date, maybe not. Maybe he won't even make it further enough. But I'm just curious as to what you thought about that. Well, have a nice day, and I hope Boone is doing okay.
Avery,
Bye.
thank you so much, and thank you for the pleasant phone call. You always leave such a nice phone call. We appreciate you. Luke P was a fascinating person. He was a fascinating person. It was almost like he knew his way was so obvious that he was dumbfounded that people didn't also believe what he believed. He was like, "Are you kidding me? This is it. I mean, you got to whatever." Which I don't think is ever good for spreading whatever message you want to spread. A lot of like the 12-step program works really well. Whether it's for Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous, Overeaters Anonymous, Codependents Anonymous, whatever it may be. It works really well because you don't promote it. That's one of the rules, is you don't promote it. You wait for people to ask you about it. And I feel like Christianity, it's such a large blanket, the religion, so you can't speak about all of it. But I like when people are lost and they need to be found, when people want to come to somebody like, "Hey man, Steve, you got it all together. Tell me, how do you do it?" "Well, I found the good Lord. Come to church." "All right, I'd like to do that." Versus like knocking on people's door. And again, Christianity doesn't really knock on the door the way like a Jehovah's Witness and other people do. But there is proselytizing that happens when someone say, "I'm a virgin, I'm going to stay that way because I love the Lord." And that's like, I respect everyone doing whatever they want with their body. I just don't know if that's, I don't know if the good Lord gives two craps what you do.
You cut the crap.
By the way, where's Karen in Texas? We've missed you. Karen in Texas, call in. Jeez, you're making me work for it. We haven't heard from you. So to answer your question, what I think about Mikey, yeah, I think he'll be a little less pushy, but it'll still require some thought to see like what he's I don't know what he's all about. Is it a religious thing, or is it it can be a lot of things, and we just don't know too much info yet. So we will have to see. All right, let's go to West Palm Beach in Florida. You're next.
Hey, so I am calling from, we'll say West Palm Beach, Florida, because that's where I'm from. That's the number you're getting.
Woo.
So I am so excited for the season. I think Katie is awesome, and the tradition that I have when I watch The Bachelor is that all of the girlfriends in our group get together. We cuddle up. We're all in our pajamas with pizza, ice cream, and red wine, and we have the best time just cutting it up the whole time. Anyway, thanks for the insane amount of work that you've been doing. It's been entertaining me as I get my work done and go on my runs. So yeah, thanks for the live stream too. This is my first time joining, and
Oh, well,
so much fun.
thank you so much for calling in from West Palm Beach, Florida. Boy, it's been years since I've been there. I was opening at the West Palm Beach, the Improv there. Haven't been back in a long time, but love West Palm Beach. You have a lot of like old New Yorkers and young people that like to party there. It's a good combination. This is only the second week that I've done the pre-episode live stream. I think I'm going to stick to it as long as people keep showing up. So by all means, hit the like button. If there's no audience, clearly I'm not going to be here. But I think we have a nice little thing going. Yeah, we're just going to chill out. We'll chill out for another 31 minutes, and then you can go watch the show. It'll be a ton of fun. And, for the East Coast, it's a hard market for me to crack because during the season, I'm on the West Coast. So I'm watching this show way later than you. I'm doing a 10 p.m. live stream. It's 1 a.m. your time. So, it's a completely different market that might be watching the afternoon stream. So because of that, I was kind of hoping it might be a good idea to get to know some of you guys out here. And I appreciate you tuning in. I got a lot of comments I haven't got to. Kylie says, love when Tasha joins. Don't we all? Let me just go back to the front. If I missed someone's question, I didn't ignore it. Just ask me again. I just got a lot of questions that I was stacked up on. Erica says, am I the only one? And by the way, please, if you would like, I have voicemails open. So leave a call. I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know what you like to do with regards to getting ready for the show. Surely she isn't watching Dave. I'm sorry, I missed some of this. Jazz says, can you say, hey, Jazz? Sure. Hey, Jazz. Hey, Jazz Alvarez. You want me to scat some jazz? Boom. I'm not the scatter. We'll have to get our scatter to call in. Jazz with 1Z. Jess says, I am far from a fan of Luke P, but the franchise is evil. Yeah, like I've said all along, I would pay good money to be able to listen to full unedited interviews between Luke P and Hannah Brown, because I think that while Luke P came off pushy and very much like I don't know, kind of shamey of Hannah Brown, I also wonder if she agreed with him a lot in their conversations, and we didn't see that because that's what he says. So I think the truth is somewhere between the two. Ash and Kirsten are in the house. Good to see you guys. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Megan Strader says, can't believe Luke P had to pay the franchise $100,000. Actually, it was $120,000 because he also had to pay their court fees. So yeah, that's a lot of dollar bills. You got to pass the hat around the old communion for that. All right, let's go to some more voicemails. Darlene in Houston, you're up. Let's go to Texas.
This is Darlene in Houston.
Hey, girl.
I called you once before. I'm the one that said that I'm old enough to be your grandmother, and you graciously said, actually, at 68, I'm old enough to be your mom.
You are. Both.
You make me proud every day. My husband and I watched your show about the party lines of the contestants.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm with you. I could, that these people are so unaware, that people are so uneducated regarding our political system. It's fascinating and horrifying simultaneously. So keep up the good work. I'm with you 100%. And I'm reminding you that Houston and the major Texas cities are very, very blue.
Wow.
So hang in there. Love and light. Talk to you later. Darlene.
Thank you so much, Darlene in Texas. And just as a thought experiment to the several hundred people watching this right now, did you think Darlene was going to be a Democrat in Houston, Texas with that accent? Just as a thought experiment, let's be careful not to judge people based on their geography, the sound of their voice, whatever the case may be. And let's also love each other, even if we disagree politically and in different ways. Let's understand we're all trying the best with the information we have. Ash and Kirsten with a nice super chat. Thank you so much. She said, for all the hustle, Dave, love having this pre-show time with y'all. I love it too. Yeah, you're on the East Coast, or Canadian time over there, so I know that you don't have, you might not be up super late with us. Oh, we got some more phone calls here, but I appreciate you guys checking in now, and I love that we can do this during the daytime. Tasha and I don't want to jinx it, but I was able to secure a East Coast stream for The Bachelor, so it was so nice last week. I still made content till 1 a.m. my time, but I was able to do it in a way that wasn't super stressful. I made my Tasha's Take video. We made a bunch of other things. The poem, of course. I'm going to have more time to work on my poems this time. So I appreciate everyone for all of the all of the love you gave us when we put out a lot of that content. And I know this, and I'll say this. I know Tasha's video. I told her this. I said, your fashion video is not going to be as searchable because no one else does it. So it's not going to be crazily searched like a Rachel Lindsay video. If Rachel Lindsay videos go crazy, everyone wants she's so divisive. She's really not, but she gets people to talk about her in the way that, Trump does and there's just some people that you either love them or you hate them, right? Well, with the fashion video, there isn't too much of a market for it, but I truly believe with Tasha's ability to articulate very specific fashion and describe it all, and my dumb, ignorance towards asking stupid question and be like, well, what's that for? Whatever. I really believe that there's something special going on there. I just think that there is a market to watch it, but it hasn't been done yet. So I appreciate everyone that watched that. That's going to go live several hours after my recap every week. The retention rate on that video was very, very high, which means the people that did watch it enjoyed it. They left great comments. So thank you to all of you guys. I took the notes. I'm going to be fixing Tasha's microphone, and we're going to be wearing denim on tomorrow's episode. But I do want to say thank you so much for that. Let's go to Christina in Arkansas. You're next.
Hi, Dave. It's Christina calling from Arkansas. I'm watching your pregame right now. Just wanted to say that the women's bachelors are so much more interesting to watch than the men's. We get a lot more, at least somebody comes out happy and whatnot. So I'm really, really excited. So I thought I'd tell you, it's nice to be watching you again. I haven't gotten any of your icons in a bit. So you have a wonderful night though, okay? Voting for the girls. Go girls, go.
Go girls, go. Go girls, go. Go, girls, go. Thank you so much, Christina. Sometimes YouTube will stop recommending people. I just ask for you to make sure you can hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's on the other side of me. Hold on, folks. There's a subscribe button somewhere down there. Did I get to it? Hold on. It's behind my graphic. Boy, you'd think I'd have this all set up. There it is, folks. But I appreciate it. YouTube's really smart. A lot of people that aren't subscribed will keep seeing my content, but sometimes it goes away and you go, I wonder what happened to Dave. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you stay in touch. We got content all season. We have 3 seasons in a row between Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise, Bachelorette. We're going to be taking this all the way till Vlogmas. I've got new gear I bought. I spent $10 on this puppy, and we ain't going to stop until halftime. I don't know. I'll get some noises too. I'll get some stadium noises. I should get some stadium sound so I can put the ref hat on and start. We're gonna build things up. But I appreciate you out there. So anyway, a lot of comments there. A lot of Texas Democrats. Who knew there's so many Texas Democrats? Denise is there in Iowa. I'm from Idaho. Hunter's there in Idaho. Liz wants more poems. Oh, you guys are out there. Lots of poems. All right. Lots of people out there. Let's go to our next voicemail. We're going to make sure we pack these all in. We got 23 minutes left. Here we go.
What up, Dave? This is your boy, Josh
from Boston.
First, I want to send well wishes to you and Tasha, especially with Boone being in better spirits.
Thank you, my man.
I lost my own dog back in 2014, 2015. That was pretty painful. And so I'm thankful Boone's still around and that you guys are able to continue to enjoy him. Well wishes your way. I wanted to say I was very thankful for your conversation about the political leanings of the contestants earlier. And the thing is that TikTok or TikToks in general don't do an effective job at discussing nuances, and especially for the contestants. I don't think it did an effective job about discussing the nuance of different contestants as much as it was discussing this person might not be a good person because they did this. And so I'll say I think we're more than just our voting record or our political party affiliation or even what we claim to be on social media, because a lot of people could be on social media just to perform, and being progressive or being a liberal or a Democrat is very socially acceptable. And I say this as someone that has many progressive values, but a lot of people can just go on there and say I'm progressive and get a lot of likes and seem pretty favorable. And then the question came up when you're going through the Reddit of why would a Christian or a virgin or a Republican come on the show knowing who Katie was. And my first thought is why not? I believe those people do have the right to find love as well and start a family and, this could be their shot. And marriage, and I think what you spoke about beautifully was that having sides is a ridiculous way to look at this, when we should all work to improve one another instead of eliminating each other. And I also think that marriage is supposed to change people for the better, not just keep people on their side. So, like perhaps for example, I could see myself maybe dating a Trump supporter, but it's less about that one factor and more about where we can grow as individuals or as a couple or as a family. So, like nobody is eliminated, including Miss Piper James. Somebody tell Brendan, ain't no rang, ain't no thing. We are still on this Piper train. Choo-choo, Dave. Talk to you later.
Josh
Thanks.
from
Peace.
Boston, call it. Flag on the plate. Brendan, ain't no rang, ain't no thing. That sounds like a jazz song. Ain't no rang, ain't no thing. Ain't no ring if you ain't no thing. You gotta put a ring on it if you wanna put your ding in it. Okay, all right, folks, come on. It's a family show here. Josh from Boston, thanks so much. And listen, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm glad Tasha and I don't have terribly offsetting political beliefs. But the point is, and it's like they always say, like, a man shouldn't have to say, I have a daughter, so I understand what it's like, or I have a wife, so I understand what it's like to be catcalled or whatever it may be. But the truth is, with empathy, until you actually know, and until you've ever maybe experienced having a black friend and you see how they're treated in a 7-Eleven versus you, it's very hard for people to put themselves in other people's shoes. That's why people who live in cities and people who travel and people who have gotten off their cul-de-sac have understand that the world's a little more complicated than just, I'm right, I'm wrong. So the point is, get out there, travel, meet new people, be open to their ideas, and maybe Darlene in Texas might surprise you. Okay? We're not all, we're not all what people think we are to be, and we do have room to all grow. And boy, do we need this more now than ever. Oh my gosh, do we need this more? I mean, come on, I woke up to a thread saying I was the most conservative voice on The Bachelor. I hold every progressive view in the world, including the right to free speech. As a stand-up comedian, all we talk about is free speech and the ability to protect ideas, including bad ones. Not to protect them like you don't want them to grow, but be able to voice a bad idea so someone can say, actually, I thought the same thing, but that's not true, and let me show you why. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have to have my refs whistle out here to blow the whistle on people, but we're too deep in the my side versus your side. We need to rip off the jerseys and just understand that humanity needs its own flag, and we need to step it up and root for that team. Okay? All right, let's go in. We got some more. I felt pretty good about that rant. Here we go. You guys are killing it right now. People all over. I appreciate every single one of you.
Hey, Dave. I'm Jackson calling from Medicine Hat, and I was wondering, who is your favorite suitor and who is your least favorite suitor? And also, is there anyone that you can't stand like Madison? My mom makes me watch you all the time. You're really funny, and I like watching your videos. You got me interested in The Bachelor, so thanks. Hope Boone's good. Bye.
Thank you, Jackson. What a strong name Jackson is. That's a strong. I feel like Jackson, old Jackie over there, Big J. I like Blake, and he hasn't showed up yet. That's not a spoiler. They promoted and teased it. I like Blake. I also like the guy in the box will be interesting. I'm very fascinated by Bostonians coming from Rhode Island, having lived in Boston. Very braggadocious culture. Boston's a very interesting culture. The people that hold on to those strong Boston accents, and I have family that are this way, they fascinate me because a lot of times they've never been out of Southie. They've never been out of Eastie. Look, I don't leave Comm Ave. I come out here. I cheer on the Patriots. I cheer on the Red Sox. I get a beer at the Cask and Flag, and I go out and pound. It'll be so when they get with some like Metro style Bennett type of guy. I'd love to see the differencing of culture happen because these are young guys. A lot of them haven't traveled. So who do I not like? I will keep an eye on that, Jackson, and let you know very specifically who and why I don't. But as of right now, I've been rooting a lot of these guys on. I can't think offhand of someone I really don't like. Although I will say the spectacles are on for Greg Grippo. The spectacles are on to see if he's all talk or if he delivers. So we'll have to see how that goes. Okay, let's go to Kim in Canada.
Hey Dave, it's Kim or Kimmy Gorin. Calling from Canada, just wanted to call and say I absolutely adore your content. I appreciate what you do when
Thank
something
you.
goes down in Bachelor Nation. You are the first person I check on.
Barking.
Curious how everyone's feeling about Blake. Unpopular opinion, I am not looking forward to seeing him on this show. I kind of get desperate vibes off him. What do you think? Love what you do. Have a great
Dare
night.
you,
Bye.
Kimberly. Take that back, Kimberly. No. Desperate Blake. Dude, I think Blake's cool. As I reported in my video earlier today, he had contacted Katie, and a lot of people do once this season's over. They kind of contact each other like, hey, I was on last season. They're kind of all alumni. So it's like, oh, you went to that school, I went to that school. It's a very small high school kind of crowd of alumni there. And so, while I no spoilers anybody, because I don't think anyone knows what happened, what's going down. But I think Blake's like a kind of teddy bear, nice, wears his heart on his sleeve type of guy. Now, that might not translate well to the Bachelorette, where you have to like not be on a group date and you still want to see her and you're used to being the guy who goes to the bar. Listen, nice guy, they say nice guys finish last, and here's the truth. An assertive guy, if a lady has a choice between an assertive guy and a guy sitting back on his heels, she's going to go for the assertive guy, the guy who took the shot. Blake took the shot. He walked in on the group date. It wasn't meant to be. It's like, come on, Tasha clearly was into Zach, and Claire and Dale were canoodled. So, like, he had no shot. But I think Blake will... Here's what I'm not going to like. I'm not going to like the people on the show that are like, oh, Blake, man, you had your chance. Did he? Did Blake have his chance? Like, no one's entitled to the right to be on the show more than anyone else. It's like, come on. You know what I mean? But, when they're all there for 4 days, like, no, not fair. Blake didn't show up. It's like, what are you, new here? This is how it goes. Jessica, you're up.
Hi, Joey. My name is Jessica.
Uh-oh.
I am from Saluda, North Carolina. And whenever I get ready for the pregame Bachelorette show, obviously, I have to have my glass of wine. I FaceTime with my out-of-town girlfriend that also watches the show. So she's not in the same town as me. We definitely FaceTime throughout the entire episode. So I have somebody to talk with about all the interesting things that happen. And definitely blanket, popcorn, snacks. I have to make sure that I have my phone charger right beside me because I could not have any interruptions whenever it comes to the Bachelorette. So thank you, Dave. I hope you listen to my voicemail. I love your live shows. I hope that you keep doing them. And I hope to see more of you. And I'm ready for the show tonight. So I hope you're watching with me.
Thank you so much, Jessica. I will be watching with you. We do have a Discord that will be chatting about the show. I didn't get to join the Discord last week because I was streaming the East Coast show from my phone, and I was typing my recap and all that. But I'm going to try my best to jump in the Discord. But could someone post a link again to the Discord in the chat room right now? That's I don't know. It's Dave's community, whatever it's called. Cora put it together for us. And it's a nice little chat room. If you want to join us, you can go over there and say hi. And we'll be over there. Of course, I'll be here at 10 p.m. Pacific time to talk after the West Coast version of the show. Don't want to step on any toes. Won't be talking after the East Coast. That's Bachelor Fan Takes Hour. And someone asked in the comment section if it was a spoiler. The person who said Blake won. No, absolutely not a spoiler. We don't know what happens. There is no spoiler that has been sort of substantiated out there. It is open game. It hasn't been this way in a long, long time. A lot of people are wondering if Reality Steve's connection was Chris Harrison. Nobody knows, but I tell you what, Katie's done a fantastic job kind of like throwing a lot of red herrings out there. Nobody knows what happened. I have no idea what's going to go down. I would love if Blake was a Bachelor because I really like him. We'll have to see. We'll get to know more of him this season. We'll have to see how it all goes. But anyway, thank you so much. And thank you so much for that phone call. I really appreciate you tuning in, and I really appreciate you. Next call.
Hey, Dave, currently watching the live stream. Had to lower your voice a little bit. Yeah. I wanted to answer a question about Darlene, and just for the sake of the experiment. I'll be honest. I'm not the biggest political person. Like, I have my views. I'm definitely more of a left leaner. But I really only pay attention when it comes time to presidential elections. Just because I don't really like getting in that mind space because it can be a very negative Shane. But I'd say that I definitely didn't expect her to be more blue as opposed to red. And for that, I'd say I agree with you in that you can't just judge a book by its cover. You can't just assume and make preconceived notions because clearly I thought that she was something that she's not. And I feel like that's a really important lesson to learn. And I agree with you in every sense of that phrase that you had said. And I think it's just good to understand people's opinions and know that just because they are labeled by their region doesn't mean that's who they are as a person. And I think it's really important. So I'm glad you brought that up. Having 2 calls in one day. Who am I? But yeah, so that's what I want to add. And that's it. Bye.
She said 2 calls in one day. Who am I? Let me tell you who you are. You're Avery in New York City, and you'll call me as many times as it takes. 401-213-9828. Call us again later on at 10 p.m. if you watch the show. Afterwards, let us know what you think. Or if anyone's watching on East Coast time. Tasha, did you just say something? Oh, sorry, I thought I heard you. If anyone's watching East Coast time and you want to call in, I'm not going to do my recap till 10 p.m., my live stream till 10 p.m., but feel free to call in. I'll play them with the West Coast. Erica Powley says, you coordinate with Fantake? That's so cute. I don't coordinate with Bachelor Fantake, but I respect that he's got the East Coast post-episode live stream, and I'm on the West Coast, so I decided I would do a West Coast one. So there's no need for me to do that live stream. So maybe someday both of our channels will be so big, and of course his is a lot bigger, but maybe someday it'll be the case that we can both do each other's live streams, or I don't know what the case may be. Last week was his birthday, so I went over to wish him a happy birthday. I've never met him, never even spoken with him, but like what he does, we couldn't be farther apart from what we actually cover. I guess on the surface, to somebody who's like, yeah, they both cover Bachelor, but he's very specifically good at like the investigative side of the show, and I feel like I kind of deal more with the social conditioning of things. You know, that's just what I like to talk about. I would have no desire to like really dive deep into like predicting who's going to win. I don't care, guys. I don't care who's going to win, and I don't care knowing in advance. I don't care if I have spoilers or not. I'm just here to break things down with all of you guys. But sometimes that would make for a good conversation. So, you know, I'd love to get in touch with him. I should reach out to him and have a chat. All right, let's go to Ryan. I think this is Ryan. You're up next.
Hey, this is Ryan, everyone in the chat.
Oh, Sarai.
So what I do for any of the Bachelor or Bachelorette TV stuff, I normally have my pizza or anything else that kind of, but yeah, just basically pizza. And then I either have any kind of white wine or rosé because I'm allergic to anything that is red wine. I get terribly sick if I have it. Or my good old IPA.
Yeah.
So that's it. And nothing yet from Mark. He and I are texting, but I kind of highly doubt he's going to come today, which is fine. I'm used to it, but this is what happens when you have long distance dating. Anyway, glad that Boone is doing very well. All right, bye.
Thank you so much, Sarai. Yeah, long distance dating blows or doesn't blow, depending on who you talk to. Not as often as you'd like, at least. Sarah said, might not be able to stream the episode on Discord, trying to work on it, but we can all still chat either way. Working on it for those wanting to watch East Coast time. I love you both. To be honest, I haven't watched him much now since I found. Oh, Sarah. Well, that's very nice, and I'm sure plenty of people that watch him despise me. You know, we're all just a different person's cup of tea. But Kylie, I mean, I wouldn't say that Bachelor fan takes a fanboy of me. I'm kind of just like the little brother. He's the big guy. He's got a big following. I don't know if he's ever watched. You know, these people, I'm sure they get recommended my content. And they're like, you know, what's going on? I'm hitting national anthems. I got a ref hat. I'm kind of like I really am the white trash of the Bachelor franchise over here. Just nothing but bells and whistles trying to keep your attention. I got like a cymbal just going. I'm dancing for you guys. All right, I got room for one more voicemail if anyone wants to call in. Last chance to call in. If I don't get your voicemail now, I'll play it in the live stream afterwards because we're going to end this in 7.5 minutes. Get ready.
This is Ari from Berkeley.
Hey, Ari.
I wanted to know what you thought about Caitlin and Tasha. I know a lot of people said they didn't like the 2 girls, maybe having the old winning couple, if there was one, come back and do it because you get both perspectives. I don't know. What do you think?
I like both of them. I like both of them together. I think for me, Caitlyn is funnier. I think I could spend hours breaking down her sense of humor. I think she's funnier than Tasha. I think Tasha's got a lot of charm and like elegance and something to her. But I think Caitlyn goes for like that dirty joke. I think Caitlyn is better at breaking the tension with that. But together so far, really like them. Ask me this question in a couple weeks because I'd love to just keep on seeing how they work together because we haven't really been able to see much. And of course, when they go on these media blitzes, they don't really get to share any good info. Oh, look, we have a phone call. I think is this, I could be wrong. I think this is, is it Nigeria calling in? I could be wrong on the location.
Hi, Dave. This is Jessica from Nigeria.
Yes.
With regards to whether Katie should be with someone who shares the same political views with her, or rather, if the men should coming onto the show knowing fully well that she's a Democrat and knowing fully well the kind of views that she has, it would be nice for her to be paired up with a Republican or someone else that doesn't share the same values with her. I think it's important because, well, first of all, I'm not in America. I'm in Nigeria, so I don't really know your politics. But based on what I know, I think that's one of the reasons why Becca and Garrett didn't work out. So I think it's important, at least for the main team, to realize the kind of value. I guess, well, I'm excited to see today's episode because I want to see why Katie was angry and why she said, if you're not here for the right reason, leave. Okay, bye.
Listen, technology is an amazing thing, but this call from the other side of the world, I had a hard time hearing. I'll blame my connection there, but I think it was a combination of the two. I did hear you, and again, I apologize. I had a hard time hearing that phone call. I do believe you were saying that you can understand why you want to date someone who has the similar core values to you, and that's obviously going to be the case with most relationships. Like, you want to have more in common than you do apart. Now, there's a lot of things in a relationship that work well. Opposites do attract. Introvert, extrovert, some, one creative type, someone who's not, or, there's different ways that relationships can really lock in together. But the last thing we need in today's world is any divisive issues that pull people apart. The best thing you can do in a relationship, if you are dating someone that might have different ideologies than you, is to listen first, but also make sure they're listening to you back. And chances are you're going to find more middle ground than not. With Garrett and Becca, like I said before, I have no idea if Garrett would have ever gotten to a place where he would have understood where Becca was coming from. I don't know if the fact that it was kind of exposed on the national landscape was enough that he went more defensive than he did like understanding. I'm not really sure. So, not really sure. Sarah Winks says last week there was a 25-person limit, so some people got kicked out. Shouldn't have issues this week with that at least. Interesting. Jessica says, yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry about the connection. Third world problems over here. Does Nigeria count as a third world country? I don't even know what counts as a third world country anymore. I know like, there's a lot of third world countries that have better medical health care than I do. Come to downtown LA. That's a third world country. Let me tell you something about that. Yikes. All right. Oh, 2 more calls. All right. Let's cut the phone calls off. This is it.
Hey, Dave. This is Darlene in Houston. One more time.
Woo!
I need to clarify something for all the Bachelor Nation out there. As I had mentioned, the major cities in Texas are blue. They're very blue. And Ken Paxton, our not so illustrious lieutenant governor, recently publicly stated to Bannon that had they not initiated voter suppression in Houston that disallowed mail-in votes, Trump would have lost Texas. It's very important for people to realize that Texas is not all that it's touted to be with regard to being so wholly red. It's red in the rural areas. Rural individuals don't get to know other cultures. That's the best way I can put it.
It's true.
Houston is the most diverse city in the United States, and no one knows that. We have the largest medical center in the entire world. Consequently, we have the best medical professionals and oil professionals from the world over. So I just thought it was my duty to educate people out there about Texas and Texans. Take care. Love and light. Talk to you soon. Bye. Bye-bye.
Darlene, love and light right back to you. And sharing that love is Natalie with $100 Canadian super chat for Boone. XOXO. Hope you joined Bachelorette Fitness Challenge today. Looking forward to tonight's show. Thank you so much, Natalie, and Derek out there. Much appreciated, you guys. Thank you. Boone really appreciates that, and so do we. We are down to the 2-minute mark. Everyone get ready for the show. Thank you so much, Darlene. You're absolutely right. Gerrymandering, for, not to mansplain to you people, but it's basically when you take a district and you cut it up so that all the urban areas that would have voted blue are kind of spread out. And again, I understand the Democrats in the past had gerrymandered. There's been a complete flip in political systems where the Democrats used to be like, there was this. I totally get it. In the world we live in right now, we live in a flawed world where gerrymandering and voter suppression is literally keeping people away from the voting booth. And it might not sound like a big deal, but if it's that extra 1% that don't vote, it can change a state. That's the electoral college we live in, and that's just the way it is. Kylie came in. Breaking news, everybody. Kylie came in, and she says, chips and guac delivered with 2 minutes till showtime. Kylie says the chips and guac delivered with 2 minutes to showtime. So good to see. I hope that's green guac and it hasn't turned on you. Put a little lime juice in there if you want to keep it. All right, we have one more voicemail. It's a quick one. Let's get right to it. Hold on right a second, folks. Last voicemail of the hour. Hold on. Here it is. Oh, hold on. We lost it there. Let's go to it. Here's our last voicemail of the hour. One of these days we'll get it. We're gonna get this. Sorry there. It's not you, it's me. Jeez. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. Get to that voicemail. Here it is. Everyone have a good one. Enjoy the show. I'll see you guys out there. All right, we'll have to play the next voicemail after. Sorry, I couldn't get it going. I appreciate everybody out there. Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you all at the 10 p.m. Thank you all so much. You guys are the best. Enjoy the show. Bye, everybody. All right, Tasha, turn the TV on. I'm tangled.